Hi guys, and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Okay guys, we got some breaking news here and I'm going to get straight into this. Like, you're going to have to bear with me because I'm going through this literally in real time. I've seen it and I've just wanted to straight cover it. I'm probably going to have to move some videos around to try and get this through to you guys as soon as possible. But yeah, this is big. So we've got the Coin Bureau and they say update. Hedera's largest lending protocol, Bonzo, reports a $9 million Oracle exploit. Hedera-based lending platform Bonzo Lend disclosed that it lost roughly $9.05 million after attackers exploited a flaw in Supra's signature verification system, manipulating prices to borrow assets far exceeding their collateral. The protocol has since been paused, while Bonzo Labs and the Bonzo Finance Foundation coordinate recovery and remediation efforts. Okay, yeah man, real sad news to hear. So the reason why I want to cover this is because two reasons, right? Bonzo is a company that I've covered in the past. Obviously, I've made you aware of some of the services that they have. So obviously, I want to give you a full picture. You know, I don't want to only show you the good things. I want to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly as well. But I do want to also give some clarification with Hedera and Bonzo because a lot of people are obviously looking at this and they're looking at it as like, oh, Hedera's been hacked or Bonzo's been hacked, etc. I've gone through a couple of these explanations as to what's gone on here, and a lot of them are saying it's not Hedera or Bonzo's fault. So I do want to give some clarification as well, but just shed light on this because whatever you want to decide after seeing this is completely up to you. Like, I'm not here to kind of like just defend Bonzo, etc. Like, I'm just going to give you the news, and then obviously whatever you guys choose to do from here is up to you. But I want to give you the full picture just so you don't like kind of jump to conclusions here as to what's actually gone on. Okay, so as you've just heard, there was a $9 million exploit through one of Bonzo's lending services. You've got the gist of what they've said here. Basically, there was a flaw that was exploited. They basically manipulated some of the prices and they used that to basically use collateral that far exceeded the real value of the assets, and that's how they've managed to get away with a lot of money. Bonzo has now paused the lending system while obviously they're trying to get all this sorted out. They are also working with the authorities as well, so this is something that they are taking very seriously. So I've got a few posts here that I'm just going to literally go through a few of these posts to just basically give you like a real-time update of what people are saying and give you a bit more information about it. Okay, so we've got here, the Bonzo Finance pause explained, Super Oracle bug, not Hedera or Bonzo Core. Someone exploited a bug in the Super Labs Oracle on Hedera. They deposited a few hundred real source tokens, pushed a fake price update, and that says in bracket 0 BLS SIG passed via Hedera pre-compliance edge case, and that was at 6.6 million USDC plus WHBAR, so that's going to be wrapped HBAR. So it says Supra's fault. Bug in their Oracle verifier contract, and then in brackets poor input validation. Not Bonzo's fault. Their lending logic worked exactly as designed. Not a Hedera network issue. The precompile did its maths job. No core protocol bug. Bonzo paused lend as precaution. Supra already fixed their side. Working on remediation. Classic DeFi Oracle risk. Stay frosty and don't panic. Okay, so here's another post here. It says, given Hedera has the worst PR people in history, here's a clarification regarding the HBAR situation. Hedera was not hacked. A small DApp on Hedera had an Oracle bug that enabled someone to drain 9 million USD from the Bonzo protocol, which is built on top of Hedera. This is some developer's DApp that was built on Hedera. Very insignificant. And I think the reason why people are clearing this up as well is because HBAR and Bonzo, they both like their tokens have obviously dropped significantly off the back of this. And that's what happens when you get like just the general, bad news. You've got people who they just react completely to the news, whether it's positive or negative. Obviously, they just see something bad and panic sell straight away. They don't kind of look to see what the real thing is about it, like what the real news is, etc. Same way when it's something positive, they'll just see like a bit of a jump in the price and then just try and quickly get in to see if they can get some of that price action, that kind of thing. So at the end of the day, I can understand why people would see this and be a bit worried, but it doesn't look like this was anything to do with Bonzo or Hedera. Okay, so we've got another post here. So it says someone exploited a pre-compile bug Super Oracle smart contract. They deposited a few hundred source and forced its value way out of whack. They used that forced valuation to borrow insane amounts of USDC and HBAR. It's not looking good, but honestly, not Bonzo Finance's fault. So you can see the trend here, like it's not something that is really being looked at as, you know, a flaw of Hedera or Bonzo. We've actually got here an official response from Hedera. So it says here, Hedera is aware of the incident affecting Bonzo Lend, an independently operated DeFi application built on Hedera. Based on the findings to date, Hedera's consensus mechanism and core network services were not compromised, and mainnet remained operational. Bonzo's preliminary report points to an issue involving a third-party Oracle verifier. Okay, and let's keep going. We've now got a post from Bonzo Finance, so we've got their official response to this. So it says, update, the Bonzo Lend protocol remains paused. Detailed analysis of the incident has been published in the article below. The team is committed to continued transparency and communication. Updates will be provided as information evolves. Thank you. Okay, so that's pretty much the gist of it. I'll leave it there because that really like summarizes the most of the situation. So as you can see, this isn't something that's like a bug in Hedera. It's not a bug with Bonzo. It seems that the issue lies with Supra Labs. Now, at the end of the day, like, yes, it's going to take a hit. That was just to be expected, to be honest with you. Yes, like, people are now going to be worried. The fact of the matter is, it's not anything that Bonzo's done wrong. It's not anything that Hedera's done wrong. It seems like it's something that went wrong with Supra. It looks like they've now, you know, fixed that exploit. This is the thing, though. Like, you've just got to understand that when it comes to, like, crypto, just life in general, that there's always going to be a few things that's going to happen in terms of like exploits and stuff like that, right? Like there's always people out here, hackers, scammers and stuff like that. Like you get that in every walk of life, right? So, you know, you get people out there now still trying to, you know, send you scam emails and things like that, and every now and again people fall for them, and this is what they do. They just keep trying to find new ways to exploit different ways for financial gain. So like this isn't new, you know, like at the end of the day, this is something that's just going to continue to happen because hackers are always looking for a new way to try and make money. But this is something that, in all honesty, it's not Bonzo's fault. So like I'm not here to kind of tell you guys, hey, you know, go and use Bonzo, because I was never saying that in the beginning. I always said, look, I've not used them myself personally, so do your own research. But all I'm saying is like this isn't something that you could look at as an issue that Bonzo have done wrong. Now, is this going to affect their credibility? I think so, unfortunately. I think this is going to be one of those things where even though it's not Bonzo's fault, I think they're going to have like a bit of a stigma attached to them now. I think people are going to be worried because it's like, well, that has still happened regardless of whatever fault, you know, wherever the fault lies is irrelevant. They're just going to feel like, you know, there's that stigma now and they'll be worried. But, you know, that's fair enough. Like, I'm not here to try and, like, I'm not here to be, like, just say, ignore this. Like, and that's what I'm showing you, right? Like, I've not just kind of glossed over this incident. I'm showing you guys so you're fully aware because, you know, me as a content creator, you guys know I'm fully supporting HBAR. Like, I'm a HBAR holder, but I want you to see everything. Like, I don't want to just show you just the positive things. I want to show you, like, the negative things as well. And, you know, with me showing you what's being said here, I'm just telling you the facts. Like, I'm not here to try and support Bonzo. They're not sponsoring me in anywhere or anything like that. I'm just showing you, like, this is what's happened. It's not necessarily directly Bonzo's fault or Hedera's fault. But if this is enough to put you off, then, you know, hey, that's fair enough. Like, I'm not going to fight that. But I'm just letting you know this isn't something that Bonzo could have. Bonzo did what they were meant to do. Like, the product was working exactly the way it was expected to run. It's just that they exploited it through a different oracle, through something else, and that's how they managed to do it. So I'll leave it there, guys. Obviously, I'll keep my eye on this. If I do see anything else that's worth updating, then I'll be sure to let you know. But I mean, we've kind of got the answers to what's happened here, so we kind of know what the deal is. Very unfortunate, you know, very unfortunate. And all I can say is, you know, I hope like the recovery process, you know, does work out because, you know, they've involved law enforcement. So hopefully they can recover those funds. And if people have been affected, which obviously they will have, but I mean, in terms of like if people who are using the lending product, if they've been affected, obviously I hope they get the money back. Bonzo, if they're going to be impacted by this, I hope they can, I hope they can recover whatever money they can from this as well. I hope they get caught, because it takes so much work to try and build a successful business, and then you've got these people who just want to just exploit it, man, and it's just such a shame. It really is, because as they say, it can take a lifetime to build up a reputation and seconds to lose it. Like Bonzo have been doing really well, and this might really completely shoot their business down the drain. Like it really could end up like destroying their whole business now, because they might have like a lack of trust on the people. So I really feel for them, to be honest with you, and I hope they can recover. I really do, and I hope they can catch the people. So yeah, I'll leave it there. But as I say, if I get anything else that's worthwhile updating, I'll be sure to let you know. Okay, I'll leave it there. If you did like this video, please remember to like, comment and subscribe so you can be updated for future HBAR content. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be alerted on when I do drop a new video. Thank you very much for watching this, and I'll see you all on the next one.